This week on Warner AV TV, we're talking about audio. We're specifically going to talk about polar patterns. What are they? What kind of mics are effective? And what is the proper placement for a polar pattern? According to Shure, a polar pattern is the sensitivity to sound relative to the direction or angle which the sound arrives to the microphone, or simply how well the microphone hears from a different direction. Since there are so many different types of microphones, you need to make sure that you're using the right kind for your project. That's why we have polar patterns. Polar patterns help you know what kind of microphone is appropriate and inappropriate for an event. Let's start with one of the more popular polar patterns, the cardioid pattern. The cardioid pattern is most sensitive in the front and least sensitive in the back of the microphone, which makes it perfect for live events. The polar pattern goes around the front of the microphone and to the sides. This avoids spillovers from the other sounds and noises in the area. Handheld and lavalier mics are common with this type of pattern. The second most common type of pattern is the omni pattern. The omni pattern picks up the sound 360 degrees around the microphone. The omni pattern is most often used while picking up large groups or vocals or ambient sounds. The pattern makes a perfect circle around the microphone and picks up sound equally for anything in front and behind and to the sides of the microphone. The one issue with these types of mics, though, is the tendency to create a feedback loop. Lavaliers are the most common mic type to have an omni pattern. Next up, we have the hypercardioid, which is similar to a cardioid pattern, but has a more focused direction. The hypercardioid is narrower than the cardioid, which makes it more focused on the subject. The pattern is directly in front of the microphone, which gives the greatest protection from outside sounds and feedback. This pattern is most commonly used as a vocal mic for rock bands. The bidirectional pattern, also known as the figure 8 pattern, creates a perfect line. The pattern is mostly used to pick up two harmony vocals or ambient sounds like a crowd. The last pattern we're going to talk about today is the half cardioid pattern. Half cardioid patterns are for boundary mics that are mounted on flat surfaces. The pattern picks up sound above the mic and uses the floor to complete the sound. The pattern is used for ambient and crowd noises and typically are floor mics. Now that you know some of the different types of polar patterns, what they look like, and what mics work best with them, your next show should sound amazing. That's going to be a wrap for this week's episode. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with everything we're doing at Warner AV. I'm Zach with Warner AV TV, here for all your AV questions and needs.